Welcome to our first episode where we create monster for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. Tier 18, perfect for our late game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's a Fey monster. We roll for our alignment, and it is a neutral good Fey monster. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a medium-sized monster. And what's our main damage type? It's fire. That's classic. Next wheel show us if this monster has something unique. And not this time. Your monster is the ever-burning Sylph. As humans raised her sacred forests, the Sylph embraced the flames of destruction, transforming into the ever-burning Sylph. Now she wields fire not for chaos, but to protect what remains of her woodland home. She summons a flame blade to protect her environment from destruction. Her caring nature makes her a protector for her forest. I create a D&D monster for you. Thank you very much for all followers from the first episode. If you want that I create the next monster for you, write it down in the comments. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. 16, perfect for our mid to late game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's a celestial, interesting. We roll for our alignment, and it is a chaotic neutral celestial. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. Huge! It's a huge monster! And what is our main damage type? Necrotic. That's awesome! Next wheel show us if this monster has something unique. It has a special action! Our monster is the Eclipse Herald. His special action is an Eclipse Cycle, an action that recharges only on a 6. The Eclipse Herald selects a creature within 30 feet. The Eclipse Herald marks the target creature an Eclipse Cycle effect. Each turn the marked creature must make a DC 18 Charisma saving throw. On round 1, if failed, the target takes 3d6 necrotic damage and gains vulnerability to radiant damage until the end of the next turn. On round 2, if failed again, the target takes 66 radiant damage and is restrained as shadowy tendrils bind them. On round 3, if failed again, the target takes 8d8 necrotic damage, ending the effect. On a successful at any stage, the eclipse ends. The Eclipse Herald is a celestial anomaly, born from the collusion of radiant and shadow forces during a cosmic event. The Eclipse Cycle is a manifestation of its cosmic power, trapping foes in an escalating sequence of destruction that mirrors the phases of an eclipse. This action symbolizes the Herald's duality, infliction, devastation, while reflecting its celestial roots. I create a D&D monster for you. Thank you, Meme and Anna Anor. This monster is for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. Challenge rating 8, perfect for our mid-game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's undead. Wow! We roll for our alignment, and it is lawful evil. Appropriate. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a small-sized undead. And what is our main damage type? Radiant. That's very special. Next wheel show us if this monster has something unique. And not this time. Our monster is the Radiant Revenant. The Radiant Revenant is a torment soul, cursed by an eternal pact with a celestial being. Unlike most undead, it radiates a corrupted, blinding light, a twisted mockery of its celestial tormentor. Its radiant damage is a manifestation of this cursed bond, burning both its enemy and its soul. This paradoxical existence fuels its hatred, compelling to its carry out the will of its dark master while radiating an unholy brilliance. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright, Waiwu 8 and MLP content music, this monster is for you. What challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. A 4, perfect for our early game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's a ooze. It's our first ooze. We roll for our alignment. Normally an ooze has no alignment, but we do it. And it's a chaotic neutral ooze. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a gigantic ooze on level 4. And what is our main damage type? Slashing. That's very special for an ooze. Next wheel will show us if this monster has something unique. And it's our first legendary for an early game. Because we have a legendary, we spin our special wheel to take a look if it has a layer. And there is one. Nice! And our monster is the Razor Ooze. The Razor Ooze is a gargantuan mass of acidic slime infused with shards of ancient enchanted metal. The metallic infusion grants it the unique ability to deal slashing damage, slicing through foes with the razor-sharp tendrils. This ooze became legendary after devouring an enchantment blacksmith forge, granting it a semi-intelligent and the ability to control its lair. The ooze is feared for its ability to adapt splits and use the environment as a weapon. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright, Dino and Eddie boy, you ask for one, so you get one. The next monster is for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. 8. Perfect for our mid-game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's our first beast. We roll for our alignment, and it is chaotic good. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a huge beast. And what is our main damage type for this beast? Piercing, classic. Next wheel show us if this monster has something unique. And not this turn. Our monster is a Skyfang Behemoth. Skyfang Behemoth is a massive predator with piercing fangs and talons adapted for hunting in rugged terrain and skies. Its piercing damage type reflects its ability to rend through armor and hide with unmatched precision. Despite its ferocity, the behemoth possesses a natural sense of justice, often acting as a protector of its territory and its inhabitants. When a creature within 10 feet of the Skyfang Behemoth misses it with a melee attack, the Behemoth can use its reaction to make a bite attack against the attacker. And with its Skyly bonus action, the Skyfang Behemoth leaps into the air, traveling up to 30 feet vertically and 10 feet horizontally, avoiding opportunity attacks during the jump. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright, Ryan Game and Ghost, this monster is for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. A 1, perfect for early game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's a dragon. It's our first dragon. Which dragon type builds the base for our monster? The black dragon. Wow! Normally the alignment is based on the color, not for us. And we have a neutral dragon. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a tiny size CR1 dragon. That's cute. And what is our main damage type? Piercing. That's awesome. Next wheel will show us if this monster has something unique. And not this time. Our monster is the Shadowscale Wormling. The Shadowscale Wormling is a tiny but cunning predator that thrives in dark swamp regions. Its sharp, needle-like fangs allow it to deal precise piercing damage, making it effective at catching small prey. Despite its size, the Shadowscale has an innate ability to blend into its environment, using shadows to evade larger predators. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright, Louis Artleon and Grudnock. This monster is for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. 7, perfect for our mid-game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's undead. Nice, I like undeads. We roll for our alignment. And it is? Lawful good. Okay, nice, we do that. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a medium-sized monster. And what's our main damage type? Fire. Interesting. Next wheel will show us if this monster has something unique. Our monster has a special equipment. Awesome. Our monster is the Ashbound Sentinel. The Ashbound Sentinel was once a noble knight sworn to protect an ancient temple dedicated to the elements forces of fire. During a catastrophic invasion, the knight and their comrades faced overwhelming odds. Desperate to hold the line, the knight made a pact with an ancient fire elemental bound deep beneath the temple. This pact infused the knights with an elemental fiery power, but at the cost of their mortal form. When the pact was forged, the flame-bound blade was created from the element's own essence. The blade, glowing with eternal fire, became the embodiment of the knight's sacrifice and duty. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright, Radio Viettes and Valerius, this monster is for you. What's challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. 28, perfect for our late game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's our first plant monster. We roll for our alignment, and it is neutral good. That makes it like a protector. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a tiny sized monster with a challenge rating of 28. That's so funny. And what is our main damage type? Piercing. Classic. Next wheel will show off if this monster has something unique. And it's our second legendary monster, awesome! Let's spin if this monster have its own layer. And not this time. And our monster is the Thornweaver Elder. The Thornweaver Elder is a legendary plant creature that serves as the protector of sacred forests and groves. Its tiny size belies its immense power, as it channels the energy of the natural world through its thorny tendrils and roots. Its piercing damage type reflects its mastery over thorns and sharp vegetation, which is used to defend its territory with precision and lethally. The Thornweaver Elder's legendary status stems from its connection to the primal force of nature, allowing it to manipulate the battlefield and dominate even the most formidable foes. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright team and mole killers, this monster is for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. 16, perfect for our mid to late game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? It's a dragon. Nice, I like dragons. On which dragon type builds the base for your monster? Black dragon. Again, we roll for our alignment, and it is? It's a lawful good black dragon, unusual. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a large dragon. And what is our main damage type? Radiant, that's special. Next wheel show us if this monster has something unique. Untypical resistance or immunity. Cool. And our monster is Auroravex, the Radiant Guardian. Auroravex, the Radiant Guardian, is a unique black dragon that has turned away from Tiamat and got blessed by an aspect of Bahamut. Unlike its kin, it embodies light and justice, its dark scales infused with a shimmering golden hue. Its radiant type and untypical immunities are a result of an ancient pact with an aspect of Bahamut, who granted the power. It is a sworn protector of sacred lands and often found defending celestial ruins from demonic invaders. I create a D&D monster for you. Alright, Bumpasking and Pingu, this monster is for you. What's the challenge rating for this monster? Let's spin. 15, perfect for our mid-game. What kind of creature are we dealing with? A fiend! It's our first one. On which fiend type builds the base for your monster? Not a known one, so we can be creative. We roll for our alignment, and it is? Neutral good, interesting. How big is this monster? The wheel will tell us. It's a medium-sized fiend. And what is our main damage type? Psychic, that's very interesting. Next wheel will show us if this monster has something unique. And not this time. And our monster is the Whaleborn Emissary. The Whaleborn Emissary is a celestial fiend, a paradox of existence that moves between the ethereal and material planes, acting as a mediator between realms. Unlike most fiends, its motives are unclear, yet it harbors a deep sense of duty towards maintaining balance between cosmic forces. Its psychic ability stems from its dual existence. The emissary does not attack the body, but instead assault the mind. Its mind blade cuts through the thoughts of its enemies, leaving them fearful, while its phantasmal grasp can physically pull enemies closer by bending reality itself. It does not seek destruction, but rather understanding, often appearing in time of great war or celestial conflict to guide mortals toward balance. However, those who stand in its way will find their own minds turned against them.